is Danny Rathbun. People have a hard time with that name, Danny Rathbun. It was changed at Ellis Island. I used to be Gary Rathbun. I changed it. I started taking karate over the pandemic, so I wanted to learn how to defend myself. Turns out there's way more people trying to fight me in karate class than there ever was outside of it. I started taking judo just so I can get through karate. The best self-defense move I could make at this point would be to stop taking karate lessons. I'm going to show up one day and like, Danny, your card got declined this month. I'm like, well, the student has become the master. I've learned everything you have to teach me now. When I was a kid, I wanted to be tough so bad. I was so obsessed with being tough. Everyone in my neighborhood, we always used to talk about, all we talked about was like the hierarchy of dads. Like whose dad could beat up whose dad. The kids were talking, the dads weren't concerned with this. It was just the kids. The dads were not involved. I told my dad that Michael Remington said that his dad could beat up my dad, and my dad was fine with that information. It really bothered me at the time. Looking back, that is the correct response. How much worse would it have been if I told my dad, like, hey, Michael said that his dad could beat up your dad. And my dad was like, he said what? Mr. 2 packs a day Remington thinks he could kick my ass? No, fuck that, get in the car. We're settling this once and for all. My dad was not concerned with whether or not he could beat up the other dads. It's not a dad thing, it's a kid thing. Every little boy believes that his neighborhood is seconds away from erupting into a thunderdome of dad-on-dad violence. And he needs to know that he's on the side of the winning dad. His microphone is really making this hard. I was so obsessed with my dad being tough. I asked my dad, Dad, would you, if I was like kidnapped, what would you do? Would you punch out the kidnappers? He said, no, I just pay them like a rational person. Which is the, again, right response, not a fun response, but it's the correct one. And I said, Dad, what if they asked for like a lot of money though? Like a lot of money. I threw out the biggest number my 5-year-old brain could conceive of. I'm like, Dad, what if the kidnappers asked you for $100? He's like, would I pay off the world's most reasonable kidnappers? Is that the question? At that price, that's barely kidnapping. That's more like surprise babysitting. Yes, I would pay them. Yeah. I had a lot of stupid friends in high school. I thought they were stupid. They didn't think they were stupid. Stupid people never believe that they're stupid. They always have an excuse. They're always like, no, I'm smart. I just don't test well. Which is how stupid people test. That is the metric we use to determine who the stupid people are. No, I'm actually very skinny. I'm just bad at being weighed. Doesn't work like that. Stupid people always believe they're smart, just not in a way that applies to the situation. They're always like, no, I'm smart. I'm just not math smart. Or science smart. Or history smart. Or politics smart. Or geography smart. And I hate books. And I can't spell. And I don't do well in social situations. I'm not good with long-term organization or planning skills. And I don't know how to use quotation marks. I can't spell. And I can't cook. I'm not creative. I don't have a good sense of humor. I can't play an instrument. I can't speak any of their languages. But street smarts, I don't have those. I'm the kind of smart where you know a lot of Boy Meets World trivia. That's the kind of smart that I am. I know everything there is to know about Boy Meets World. Go ahead, shout out a Boy Meets World trivia question. I'll answer any trivia question from the audience. Anything at all.
What's the principal's name?
Not that question, different one. Who's got a good Boy Meets World trivia question for me?
What was the name of Sean's girlfriend?
Different one, different question. No, I gotta move on with this bit. I don't have time for this. I got a lot of things to get to. Can't be answering Boy Meets World trivia all night.